The most challenging part is definitely having to verbalize your actions without using real words and wearing a dress in the freezing cold weather.
The thing I am most looking forward to for this production is for people to see the final cut of the product. This story is about a young hipster, a young beautiful woman, and a shining red balloon. I think that really this story is a romance, although maybe not in the traditional sense of the word, and really it's about acceptance. Acceptance for a future that you might not have originally wanted, but acceptance that in the end, no matter how things turn out, it's going to be okay. And I think that that is a good summary of Balloon Man.
Well, with the whole relationship between the beautiful girl and the young hipster, I really wanted it to feel like a relationship that should happen, that needs to happen, and has every piece and intention for it to happen, but doesn't happen. I really just wanted to make an honest relationship. And honestly, it's not even a relationship, as you will see, not just in life, but in movies, where the couple are just so perfect for each other. They match with each other. So many instances occur, and it's like they're destined to be together. But that never always happens that way, and that's life. People, it seems like you are meant to be with someone, but really it's just kind of coincidental, or in this case, it's just someone trying to get to know a girl, and it doesn't always go the way that you want it. Well, with casting Ryan and Tori, to be honest, they weren't my first choice. Um, I don't know, when writing it, I wasn't thinking of someone to play. Usually when I write a short film, I think of the perfect person to play a certain character, and I thought I knew who I wanted, but circumstances occurred, and lo and behold, I was kind of scrolling through my followers on Instagram, as I usually do, in order to see who could play a certain person, and Ryan came up, and it never really dawned to me that he could play this part, not just, to complete the look of it, but to play it, physically, because it's such a silent role that I never comprehended that he would play the part perfectly, and he proved me wrong. And with Tori, I mean, how did I not guess that she would be the perfect beautiful girl for the short? I mean, she's small and petite, and she just has the look of it, and she's also a very great actress. Then I think what I was really blessed with is the fact that the two of them are so good together. You see the two of them and you just imagine the two of them being together. They have such great chemistry. They seem to really bounce off one another, and especially since they were in a musical together, I was very fortunate and blessed, and just ultimately thankful that I was able to get not just the actors that were best for the roles, but actors that were great for each other. And I can't thank them enough for giving their all, and for ultimately making the short film. Well, the short film ultimately started with an image of a young man with a fedora and a suit and a tie holding a balloon, a red balloon. And And I knew I wanted to play around with that image in a short film. It just seems so appealing. Like that could mean many things. That guy could be a balloon salesman. Obviously, he could be a lonely guy. He could be trying to buy that balloon for someone. He could, many things came out of just that image, and it didn't leave my mind. And I also wanted to make a short film in downtown Brea, that marketplace. And so that whole area and that whole image, that's where the whole idea for the short started. And ultimately, I also wanted to tell an honest story of having expectations with someone, and it just doesn't go the way that you wish or want it to go, and that being okay, that's life. And again, I won't give too much away. Then again, it's not very long, so I'm sure you have seen the short film already. But really, all those three ideas of the image, and then the location, and then the theme of accepting a reality, even if that's not what we expected, but having it, just accepting it and being okay with it, because we move on and opportunities come at our doorstep, and whether or not we take those opportunities and do it right with them, or we just fumble and mess up and those opportunities go away, and from that we learn within those opportunities. And that's life, and that's how we grow. And I really wanted to be able to tell that, and not just in a realistic way, if that makes sense, but more in a cinematic visual way that would be much more appealing than just having two characters talk about it, or else you might as well just read a book. I really wanted to be able to tell it in a rather fantastical type of way, and it ultimately just tells a honest and true theme about expectations, and sometimes they're just not always met, and that's okay.